Okay, so yeah, time to start sharing this with some groups, and then we are ready to go. First of all, I'd also like to do a quick shout out to Saddam Hussein, MD Rubal, thank you for following. Zephyr MTG, thank you for liking. Yeah, just very quick follow ups on that one. I'm going to share this with a few groups. This is a I'm doing this recording outside the normal time because I was at the wedding last night. Not, lots of lots of very interesting things happening throughout the week. So well, sometimes you have real life, sometimes you get the game, and sometimes those things overlap. You just have to set your priorities. That it is how it is. Anyway, with all that, it did give me quite a lot of time to go over some of the many different thoughts about this format. And the first thought I have is that this format is kind of all over the well, not all over the place in a bad way. It seems like it has a big amount of depth. It does also mean that it is not going to be easy to navigate this format. So us going into sealed might be a good or a bad thing depending on the nature of our pool. I'm starting to think that the more streamlined the draft formats become, the worse sealed becomes. Because it's not just, oh, we're gonna have this pile of cards, is gonna be playable. You're gonna end up with a big mix of a lot of things. That said, hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Magic Arena, and today we are gonna cash in on sealed. See how far we go with this one. Let's see. First we open 7 rares. Okay. Usually the range is 6 to 8. We did get a really good rat effect in Walls of Rage. We kind of got a dead card in Marina Vendrell, but if there's a brawl format, I'm gonna try this out. It is, yeah, 5 color rooms. Enduring Tenacity. This one is a bit of a build around as well. Hey, Mark Anthony Real, thank you for reacting to this video. It's nice to see you this early in the morning. Ghost Vacuum. Exile target card from a graveyard. Put each creature under your control. It becomes. Well, I ain't afraid of no ghost. And we do have a Rip Spawn Hunter to kind of go with it. Yeah, you can see that the two of them want to play together in a sense. Though this one is not an equipment, oddly enough. So put any number into your hand. This one's so it's a lot of card value in hand, but not much in card value on board. So we're gonna be looking. That's what we're gonna be looking for. We're looking for the power on board. First, check our lands. We did see the Flood Farm Verge. We have an abandoned campground to go with it. Terramorphic Expanse is gonna go in no matter what. We got Junt, so red, green, green, black to go with this. Quick look at our multicolored, and okay, there's 1 for the Reanimate deck, 2 for the Survivors deck if we could line it up. So survival, you just want to tap sideways and have it survive at second main phase and Survivor. Arabella Abandoned Doll deals X damage to each opponent, whereas number of creatures you control power 2 or less. If we have enough aggro or Manifest Dread, we can go with this. Oblivious Bookworm. So this should be also another card value engine. Probably not gonna play this. So we actually have to look at a lot of things now. But first, starting with white. Jump Scares a combat trick. 1 trapped in the screen, so that's fine as removal. Living Phone, okay. The Grand Entryway. Elegant Rotunda, okay, that's a neat combo. Lionheart Glimmer, so we have an aggro shell, but really not enough cards to make this work. So white is going to be a super splash color if ever. We were looking at green-white, which is a bit shame, but well, Unable to Scream is actually quite good as removal, so blue seems to be kind of deep. Except our creatures are... Okay, we have some aggro. Willing Vessel. Yeah, we got some aggro, but not much in the creature route. So we're still looking for where we're gonna get that depth of creatures. Okay, let's go to black. Given the violence, sporogenic. Okay, it's good removal. Okay, combat trick. Removal. So black is looking good in the removal route. We even got the double murder to go with it. Cracked skull. You're just missing the creatures. Okay, we hit our creatures, but only a turn, only in 4. Let's play a game. It's a bit annoying that this one does not do enough to. This one's only -1/-1, doesn't do enough to take out the Manifest Dread. If this was -2/-2, this would be a slam dunk. Miasma Demon. Okay, this is your -2/-2 route. It's looking like green, black, red is the way to go right now. Draw 2 cards, lose 2 life. Grab the price. You got our Scorching Dragonfire, Vengeful Possession, Waltz of Rage. Again, we're kind of low on the creatures. Glassworks is good removal. Ticket Boot is good creature. It's decent. Okay, green. This is starting to look good. We got 2 Flesh Burrows, 1 Manifest Dread, 2 that gives us additional color. Unfortunately, 1 Say Its Name and no Altanak, but that's fine. Better to not have it than to be missing out short. Grasping Long Neck. We're definitely playing green. Our green is solid enough that we really need to run this, and we do have the means of splashing multiple. So we're probably gonna slam. We're gonna put almost all the green. No Say Its Name here, but we have an early game. That's more than we can ask for. So that said, as much as I want to run these two, this one's starting to look a bit unlikely. Now, which would I rather go with? Probably green-red because it pairs really well with Walls of Rage. This one is a lot of removal, but our best removal is double black. Okay, we have less removal here, but at least this one is, we don't have to tap out that much. We're also a bit of a delirium deck, so that kind of works for us too. Oh wait, hold on. Ticket Boot, Manifest Dread. Yeah, we need that for creature. Painter Studio, exile whenever you attack. This one is not that, I guess it's fine. Not that strong, but okay. There's also discard your hand, draw X cards. Is it worth 4 mana? We have quite a few ways. Oh yeah, we should also check our artifacts. 2 Bear Traps does make up for the lack of removal. There is our Ghost Vacuum that we do want to try out. Keys to the House. We have quite a few rooms that we could unlock, and that are very expensive. And this does check for a basic land, so we can run that. We might be forced to run the Friendly Teddies. I might also be forced to run the Bear Trap, though I don't really want to. I'm gonna do a quick look. Is there any other card that I probably want? Turn Inside Out is actually a solid trick. It gives us additional creatures that we're considering. We only got 13. Let's do a removal check. Right now it's 1 Bear Trap. We have an option for a second one, so it's 1, 2, 3. This one is a kind of. Only 3 reliable pieces of removal, so we do have to run that other Bear Trap. I'm gonna start with this one first, but this does scare me. But it does allow me. We can drop the black here. If I would, my issue with going green black is that we got lots of removal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not much else. Like, we were missing creatures. This is pretty much the big issue here. Like, we get the removal, but we don't get the creatures to go with it. At least here, even we have the Manifest Dread option. And if I wanted to go white red, No, white red is a bit too weak on that end. White black is also a bit weak on that end because we don't have a really big winner here, and white green is kind of playable. We do draw quite a bit. We do draw quite a few cards here, but I'm only getting trapped in the screen. One cheerleader is fine. I'll start it. I'll start it out with this one first. Then I'll probably swap it out. I won't swap it out with green black. That one feels real. But I could consider swapping it out with green white. But again, 4-4-4-4, not as great as it used to be. That said, we will run this. We could do green white splashing something, considering we got like 2 overgrown zealots. Opponent leading onto faithful. I could have just waited on this since I got both colors. I could play this a lot later. But now we run the zealot. If it stays alive, we can then play Teddy Scorching Dragonfire. Also, 0-4 means our opponent will need to have a full-on murder or anything that deals a lot of damage, which is better there than here, I guess. Rampaging Soul Rager. They're missing the room, so there we go. Definitely no Delirium. I guess I could use Skis to now start sacrificing. I could also just play the Friendly Teddy so that each of us draws a card. Do I want to hold up Scorching Dragonfire? Right now, no. Our opponent hasn't milled anything yet to merit it. Well, this one gets us half of the way. This one gets us 1/4 of the way. Unfortunately, both of these don't stack. So if I do both of this, it's still only half the way to Delirium. Most valuable snare. I'm surprised a lot of the 4 toughness is a thing. Yeah, probably not. I might want to save this now because I'm going to be able to cast my 5-drop anyway. If I suspect the combat trick, we just block with Friendly Teddy. Let's just start drawing cards again. Thankfully, this is only on attack, so opponent really going with the Soul Eater plan. Into a Clockwork Percussionist. I could swing with this. We might. Unfortunately, 5, 6. Yeah, we could take out 2 creatures with this. Let's see how our opponent decides to block. Our opponent could also decide not to block, and I'm fine with that. Also note that we're actually not. Yeah, as you can see, not. I guess if we had run the rare discard, like if I did not play some of these cards, I would have been able to draw 2 or 3 cards off it. That's fine. Opponent going for the free card draw, no. Conductive Machete. So it's a 4-3. I'm gonna see how our opponent decides. If our opponent attacks, we might still be able to do some blocks. No, opponent not attacking. Do I just cast this? I guess I do just cast it, because our opponent can just single block. Yep, swamp. Figured. So now we're incentivized to hit Delirium, so... So I'm gonna start swinging to get some trades in. Our opponent could buy it back, but looks like our opponent's just chumping. I could also just cast this now, but there are some creatures I want to remove. No, let's just cast it now. It's a little less value, I admit, but we need to put enough bodies on the board. Also, this one is not contingent. Well, it benefits from the first triggered ability, but it's not contingent on only that triggered ability. We do have a few other ways of dealing non-combat damage, though we are ways away from Delirium right now. Terramorphic Expanse would really help for Delirium here. Dissection Tools. Oh wow, opponent really having the good cards right now. We don't have any artifact enchantment or enchantment removal for that matter, so that's an issue. Opponent also, oh wow, did they just run all their rares? Man, super jealous. That said, I am willing to. The problem is when he starts moving it over. Yeah, our opponent's just gonna wait us out here. Now we're just drawing a lot of stuff here. I guess we could just keep waiting, but but our opponent is in colors that is full on removal. That's the part that concerns me. Yeah, Manifest Dread only flipping, allowing you to pay to flip up if it is an actual creature. Yeah, that. So we actually got lucky that our opponent had to mill this. So they do now have Delirium. They have full Delirium right now, so that might be a concern for us. Opponent technically drawing into more cards between and first strike, so we need that card. Yeah, this most valuable Slayer is gonna get it for us. I'm gonna switch this over to green blacks now. It might not help that much, but it does help a little bit. I'm also gonna start swinging with these two. Okay, well, I can Manifest Dread, unlock the other door. With every attack, target creature gets double strike. Okay, I think we can manage this. It was a land card, so no 2 damage. So 3 mana to Manifest Dread. 3 mana to crack this, unlock the room. Yeah, I can. Okay, they're taking that out, but not the most egregious one to take out. What did they sacrifice? Mountain. Okay. No, that's what they discarded. What did they sacrifice? Ooh, they're really sacrificing it all. It's 4/6. So, but should be fine with ticket. I would really love to. Lose a bear trap, but that was kind of non-consequential. I have to do this now. You could also choose to lock the other one, but we're gonna just unlock it. So our opponent can double block this. We still get our Manifest Dread this way. The only saving grace is that the equip cost is not cheap. opponent has to actually sacrifice creatures to get this. Opponent might choose to take 10 and just start swinging to do catch up, which is viable. I would. That feels like a bad chump because you can definitely get something back. Well, if you're chumping, we'll take it for what it is. I can give up the overgrown zealot at this point. We definitely have the mana to turn stuff face up. Yeah, lots of thinking to do. This is definitely not easy. Hey, oh yeah, thank you for following too, Mark. That's really nice to see you. Oh, it's okay. So, can I just afford to take one hit now? Yeah, I can afford to take one hit now. Creatures don't need to die quite yet. Our opponent is actually gonna start throwing creatures down for removal. So the Manifest Dread as a death trigger is kind of a bit okay with us. If they want to remove this, it's kind of done its job already. I'm actually okay with it. Let's see, they probably have a removal spell for this. If they do, good. Our opponent I don't see any reason that our opponent is running more than 2 colors, so this does scare me a bit, but I have to do it anyway. And it's at least on the Manifest Dread feature, so it's not a huge wash. Cautious Survivor. I guess Cautious Survivor. There was an argument in putting it to one of the smaller creatures, but we did get this out of the way as a result, so we're fine with that. Opponent could actually start paying this, start gaining 8 a turn, which is actually a bit concerning. We'll need to stop hitting lands at some point. We like what, hit 7, 8 in hand. Which is actually not looking good for us because there's 17, we're running 17 lands, so that means there's still 9 lands left. We're actually down to like 50%. Yikes. Wait, no, not quite. There are 8 lands left. One of these is face up. We'll have to take this one. Opponent not equipping, so I guess we'll take it for now. Considering that our opponent was running quite good rares, it is what it is. Opponent's also starting to run low on cards too. Acting Slasher. Yeah, it's a good thing we did. It's a good thing we didn't have it die. This is 4 mana to equip. So it's good we got that out of the way. And yeah, might as well pay for this. Still drawing lands, what the heck. Yeah, thankfully we did not run into this one. The Relic Attic, draw 2 cards, lose 2 life. The other half, when a creature attacks alone, they're probably better off just equipping. And the reason I'm putting it on this one is even though it's easier to remove, I kind of value the life gain a bit more right now, considering that we're racing really hard. That said, if our opponent leaves up a weird configuration of mana, we'll see. Oh yeah, might as well. Oh yeah, flashlight. What is our opponent's deck cover? Maha, okay. Maha and the bird. Opponent is in the tank right now, still thinking hard. Ignoring the cards in hand, they have two decent options here. I'm definitely going to put our own copy of Grab the Prize. We really, I guess it's an argument also for putting the other card. Only letting it go. They probably have the removal for this. It is what it is. Our opponent letting it go like this is super suspicious, but I do have to play into it. Opponent is not going to swing anymore, which makes sense. Okay. Knowing that I have a menace creature doesn't make sense. Anyway, we are just playing this. I don't think we have any direct damage. That's a caveat there. Yeah, this only deals target creature. Wait, we do have a room that allows us to deal damage directly. So if we can hit that room, that would be really neat. I'm actually surprised. Our opponent had 3 cards. They left mana up. They did nothing. What could they possibly have? They could be sandbagging lands, which though they run 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Still kind of close. 12, 3. If these are all lands, our opponent's super unfortunate, super unlucky. But yeah, opponent needs to have an answer to the menace creature. Innocuous Rat is not going to be that answer. No, it does block this, so I guess it forces us to hit that room. So far, we did not lose that room yet, which is good news. So this draws us a card, but I don't want to give our opponent 5 life incidentally. That said, I could swing with all these. They would be forced to have removal. There is the flash creature, 3/2, so our opponent would have played it earlier if that happened. So that's not it. I guess I can wait. Okay, here's the thing. Our opponent blocks this. I guess the correct answer is just to go for it. Wait, they have a pre-combat response? That would make sense. Okay, the thing is, if they have removal and they block one, blocking the other is a non-issue, I guess. I would much rather have the Death Touch, but I say we go for it. I know it's super impatient. I might get so I would put the double strike here first because if our opponent will have to dedicate the double block on this if they don't want to lose to first strike. If I put it on any of the others, it just gets soaked up by most valuable Slayer, not good for us. We can either play around it, live in fear, or we just go for it. If we lose, we lose. Sometimes you just have to do it. I'd be annoyed if it turned out our next card was the... Well, semi-annoyed. It would have meant I would have been able to hold out one additional turn. But now our opponent is really tanking. They definitely need to have removal for this. And this is admittedly the easiest thing to remove. Live or die. Oh, they had the most expensive removal. So that is fine. So we gain 2 life. Do not target this because I actually do want some cards to survive. And we can't cast with Walls of Rage. Hold on, let's double check. Oh yeah, we can play the land. Yeah, let's start getting rid of these lands now. Whew, okay. That could have gone worse. It turned out it was just a super expensive removal spell, and I'm happy with it. Oh, I need to double check. They lost an Enduring Courage also. Ah, that was their manifest creature. Ah, okay. They really had all out the good rares. This, the Demon Room, Batterskull's Tools. Man, they really ran with it. Still not quite over yet. Our opponent does have quite a few cards, though we do get to Wake Room our way out of into another large creature, so there's that. Opponent needs to refill. Yeah, we opponent is definitely trying to refill. We take 2, sure. They had discarded an Untimely Malfunction. Yeah, this have another most valuable Slayer, but no way to equip it. Still no way to equip it. Okay, the weird thing is you can actually pay this cost. It is just really bad, and we managed to get there. So the dissection tools are really good, but not. But you can still kind of survive your way out of this. So there we got our first win. And I was really scared for that one. I thought I was going to lose that one. Anyway, let's go on to our next game. I am considering the Walls of Rage really saved us there. We needed to clear their board. So yeah, it's good enough start for me, if I may say so myself. I can see an argument for, well, we probably play this first, then play this one, because then I want to activate this more than swing with it. Also, this combos really well with Hand That Feeds. Also, if our opponent's taking this long, I am going to report their name. Okay, they didn't take too long, so that disincentivizes that. I could do this just to drop the 2 of these. Yeah, let's start dropping. Because the 4 damage removal from red is at least 3 mana. Did you get the 4 Chaos Diverge, so they are. But yeah, wary watchdog, that's fine. The surveil going both ways. This is really good as a creature. Sure, it's one toughness, but you get a significant amount of a non-zero amount of value both ways. I want to preserve this one because there's no kind of big creature yet. Also, our opponent is more likely to just burn first. They swing, we take. They play a tree drop. That's fine. So we don't attack yet. Though technically I can attack. Hold on. Yes, I could have just blocked this actually, but yeah, I was afraid they might have a combat trick. No, this one I want to hold back. So no attacks. If we hit one more mana, we can get Fear of Burning alive. Ooh, they're in the power 2 or less ETB. If they swing with this, I'd Patchwork Beastie. Okay. If I want to give up only one creature, it would. Okay, they want multi-blocks. Just get the trade. Figured we were gonna start breaking at some point. Okay, I'm gonna swing with this. I could swing with this also. Yeah, I want to incentivize. I want to incentivize some blocks. I might actually just flip it like this. Opponent wants the card. Makes sense. They did miss a few drops. Another land. Meanwhile, our opponent hitting 2 out of 4 Delirium. We definitely want to start swinging with this now. Entropy. Destroy target. Ooh. Large termite. And this is check. It's an enter, so okay. This probably incentivizes them to start chump blocking. That's what they do. And they like what they saw. They did not survive. Turns out getting the land in the... Well, Manifest Dread should make it easier to get the land in the yard. Balustrade Worm. Trample Haste. We will take. But they might also not... They might also... Oh, they're just gonna swing with that, sure. We'll trade 5 for 8. Flesh Burrow is a good one. They either chump block or take 8. I'm okay with either option, with either resolution. Now let's see. They don't have Delirium yet, so it's gonna take a while for them to get it back. Having Flesh Burrower, having double Flesh Burrower really helps. So, okay, they are almost there though. Shame that... Oh, they'll have to discard a card to destroy the room, but we got our... Kinda got our full value out of it, so I can't complain too much. They don't have an enchant. Hey, Zephyr MTG, thank you for liking the stream. How are you doing? Okay, looks like our opponent's gonna discard the card. They definitely have... So we have two options here. I can either... I think this is true, because flipping this up, giving this death touch is also an option. We're just mitigating some damage. We don't need to kill it right away. Also, yeah, it is a one-shot enter, but it's still an enter. Survivor help. So if this should dissuade the double block. So we just need... So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, we are forced to block something. Well, we have one okay block and one not so okay block, semi-ish. Our opponent could start having, of course, Vengeful Possession. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we're dead. Yeah, got caught out by the Vengeful Possession. This being so cheap, well, welcome back to the days of Tretan. It is what it is. Sometimes there's nothing you can do about it. Anyway, we are playing sealed, so we have to start being more aware of that. Are we actually... We actually could consider running our own. Ghost Vacuum is... Yeah, I would... Is there a spell that I would want to take out? Not really for the most part. Yeah, we just got played sealed last night, only won 3 games. That's pretty good. I would say that's kind of on the average. That's kind of average-ish, in my opinion. Sealed is definitely a lot harder to do now with these sets, because it's super streamlined. It's not just, oh, good green cards, bad green cards. It's like green cards good with this, green cards good with that. Right now we're kind of green-red, but half our red is all over the place. Now, there are some that are good. Okay, we'll play this one. We have a Grasping Longneck and some removal. Yeah, so not everything is gonna line up perfect. Well, that's the thing. Sometimes it'll line up perfectly for our opponent. Our first match, it really seemed like it lined up perfectly. Now this actually will scare our opponent a bit. I could play this now. If our opponent has the counterspell, so be it. I still have... Yeah, I have to pressure them if I can. Also don't okay, opponent's playing blue-red, probably rooms, which is harder to do in sealed, but hey, you never know. Sometimes the packs line up really well. Ghost Vacuum. And if nothing else, put each creature card. So, but we can use it to mess up Delirium. So there's that. One is gonna manifest Dread. They had to give up the glassworks. Yeah, let's use the onboard trick right away. They gave up a vicious clown, which we are gonna take. That rune card is good. Oh yeah, definitely. So we can either put another creature down, or we could just go with our own. I would put another creature down first. This room is really good. It won us the first game. Well, kind of won us, but it didn't win it directly, but it got us there. Almost won us the first game. So yeah, giving up glass works. This is also a very good one. If I may say so myself. If they unlock this, well, they don't have the mana to unlock it yet. If that's all they do, they're in trouble. Yeah, this unfortunately only hits creatures, but that's fine. Probably too good if it hit any target. Okay, what's our opponent up to now? They have a big play, or two small plays, which might add up to a big play. Vengeful Possession, they're gonna borrow our creature. They probably have a way to sacrifice this. Calamity Prowler. Okay. We'll take. They gain 2. Sure. So that's that is kind of a downside with this. Let's see, do they have the sacrifice? That's fine. I thought it was really bad. It turns out it was annoying. I'm gonna crack this, get our land. I'm gonna swing first, see if we can get our opponent to block this. They would be scared to block. It's worth considering, but it is also scary because if they don't block it, would I just play Glassworks if they don't block it? Oh, they did block it. Okay. Into life, get our Delirium, set up Cautious Survivor again because they know that card exists. We definitely want to start vacuuming up more of these monsters. I almost said it the other way. That would have been a phrasing violation. First, Windbreaker. Okay. Give up a land. There's a piggy bank that will vacuum up their Fear of Isolation. We probably just take this one out. Now the neat thing is, if this stays alive, we get to. If this stays alive, we get to take out 2 of their creatures. But let's double check. That amount of damage, so 4 and 4. If it gets to that, if our opponent just equips this on there, I'm fine. If they go for the double strike, sure, go for it. Nice play. Yeah, that was pretty nice. Opponent goes for the Tunnel Surveyor. They're definitely going wide now. We need to consider when are we gonna crack this. Right now we have a lot of things we can do, so not quite in crack range, but we have a plan. We also have to start considering vacuuming. Taking something else. They might have a counter spell for this. Sure. Do have to go for it nonetheless. It's not a straight up cancel, based on the mana they have left up. I think our opponent just timed out. Okay, looks like they're not... there's still time. They might come back. They might come back. They're not coming back, are they? Oh well. That's a lot of incident. That is a lot of incident. Oh, are they back? No, they're not back. Oh well. Yeah, we did the glassworks thing somewhat better. Definitely enjoying this part of Seal. Not always perfect. That is how it is. But at least it's a good refresher. It's a good way to warm things up. Definitely we'll start drafting the coming week. Definitely take the piggy bank out. And let's double check. It's to an opponent, so we don't get that combo. But it is what it is. We'll still swing the code. There. Yeah, they tuned out. It's over. Did I have fun? Yeah, I had fun. Did our opponent have fun? Well, I don't think they're going to be answering that question right now. Anyway, so right now, 2 wins, 1 loss. Pretty cool. Doing quite well. For spending 2,000 gems, you really want to get 6 wins just to get your gems back. If I were to factor the cost of the value of the packs you open, that's 1, 2. So 3 wins is fine if that's how you're considering it. If you consider that you're winning 3 packs, so 6, 3, 6 plus 3, that's 9 packs, that's 1,800. So at least sealed once is kind of a good value if you can get at least 1 win. But I would not do sealed too often, especially now. It's definitely a lot harder. We cannot keep this. I am more willing to keep this, but this also scares me. So we have to keep these 2. It's a shame we're binning the Wicker Folk Treasure, but that's also going to be another issue if we're going to see a lot of these flat 2 color decks. Hopefully, I'll start with the Manifest Red. Go to the Ragged Playmate. The mountain was kind of lost either way, so it is what it is. I can see an argument for playing this. Swing first. Opponent block. That's given. That incentivizes us to play the long neck. We definitely have Delirium. Opponent might also be the Manifest Red. Unable to screen. Yeah, this is pretty much one of the best grab a red mana. Then we can keys to the house unlock the other one. Unlock a locked door of up to 1 target room you control. This is only sorcery speed, so I am still gonna do it though. You could also lock this if you want another basic land, but we're going for the big creature. Yeah. If they have another unable to scream, the counters kinda negate it. Oh, they're going for the Cursed Windbreaker. They're gonna fly. So interesting enough, that's where Walls of Rage comes in. We kind of want to wait on it. Which means we want to hold on the Flesh Burrower for a while. I'm gonna see if they have some sort of trick. jumping, that's fine. They might have a pump effect. Get touch indestructible, of course. You know what? Let's all have some cards. Horrid Vigor is kind of horrid. So can't play this, but I can play this. And now that we got that combat trick out of the way, if they don't answer this, we should be able to wipe her. But they are doing the value trade by a bit, so we need to be careful. Yeah, having to use the Wrath that way, not so great. Opponent now going for their own Moldering Gem, so thankfully we do have that touch as an option. They're actually tree color. Okay, makes sense. Splash is consideration. I would say the block is a mistake, they should just take it. Which means the attack was a mistake. Especially, yeah, that was correct, considering they could just equip this. Yeah, we might be in trouble here. Yeah, so that makes this attack good because they would have... they probably wanted to equip this anyway. Yeah, it sinks all their mana, they only have 8 mana, so they cannot wait through and equip. I have to take this one, which is a bit of a feel bad, but that's just how it goes. They had Glassworks too, so that explains the splash. Makes sense. Just annoying. And they don't have enough for this. They're just gonna equip that. We're flooding again. Yep, we're not gonna win. It's gonna be hard for us to win this one at this point. But it's definitely the advantage of the blue deck. They definitely have a lot more draw. Fates, yeah. They could do this. They honestly should just do this, but yeah, they're going to close it out. There's a Bashful Beastie, but it doesn't save us from top, so that's a game. Yeah, a bit unfortunate. Actually, if anything, we have to start respecting that quote. There are a lot of things you can do with mana now, so okay, so let's see. The difference is quite huge. I really would want to win at least one more game. 600 gems is a significant enough difference. I would love to get that third win. I did say I was supposed to do a swap out, but I'm fine. I'm fine with this deck as it is. We got the Walls of Rage. Okay, this one we are going to keep because we will do the use Keys to the House for a different way. And thankfully it puts into hand. If it had put on top of the library, it would be so bad. I would not consider it. And we might be lucky. We might get our green source. Opponent does run out the Terramorphic Expanse. We're lucky. So if our opponent plays a creature, we might have to glass it right away. No creature, and we do have something else to do with our mana, so we will play friendly. So next turn we can go Bashful Beastie. I'm gonna wait on this one a bit. We'll do Bashful Beastie first. Now our opponent could have their own glassworks, in which case tit for tat. Glassworks being common is something that, oh, shard foil. Okay, they're going for card draw. They might also have the mana eventually, so time to go aggro on them. I'm gonna play the Playmate here. So if our opponent starts putting up significant bodies, they have their own glassworks, they'll probably play that on the Bashful Beastie. Which we do get to replace, so it's not all that bad. I really needed that other forest, but sometimes you play with what you're dealt with. If a player, so our opponent being less than 13 helps. So with that, now, yeah, there's still mana shine in this. They hit the Scorched Dragon Fire, so they definitely have to play something. And it's this turn, so that's fine. So if they have another removal for the Playmate, that'd be sad, but yeah, it is what it is. Our opponent had to do that. Hey Jericho Lagan, thank you for liking the stream. How are you doing? Wow, Shuffler. Well, I wouldn't blame if you're referring to Forest Mountain. No, that's fine. That's kind of expected. I wouldn't read too much into it. But now we are gonna start applying even more pressure to our opponent. Yeah, we definitely need to get the forest now. And we're going to crack this room open. And there you go, got the concession. So we got our 3 wins. So kind of average, pretty good start. Let's keep going. Really liking how we're doing so far. Also, my camera hasn't frozen. Hey, good morning, Jericho Elagan. Nice to see you guys. See you again. It's been quite a while. Yeah, I got home almost midnight. That typical wedding reception. That is how long these things go. But it was pretty fun. It was fun. Yeah, wishing my friends the best. They're gonna have their honeymoon in a few weeks. So this is pretty good. Turn 2 Zella, turn 3 Glassworks. Friendly Teddy's an option, but we do have our curve. Curve out decks is still gonna be a thing, so we really have to play for that. So I should check the other rooms. Is the centerpiece always gonna be a statue? So it's a la those Metroidvania style games, Castlevania Symphony of the Light. You have a statue. You have the statue as your save point. So this is your save point here. Yeah. Best wishes to your friend. Yeah, best wishes to them too. That their relationship took quite a while to grow, but it grew really well. Now that they're married, now the game truly begins. But we will be there to support them. Also, I just realized this is a nest. Well, sort of a nest. Opponent's gonna surveil. So this is generally the blue-black room in a sense because you really want to delirium that one. Any thoughts on the recent bans? I do not play Commander on paper. Over time, actually, it raises the really big issue of if we can, if we do we really trust if we really trust the idea of rule 0, why do we need bans? Because having a ban list and having rule 0, they are contradictory. I believe over time what's going to happen is that communities are going to decentralize from the rules committee, so the rules committee is going to eventually lose purpose. Also, I just realized I probably should have played this instead, but hey, turn for cautious save. I could go Glassworks, but yeah, it's gonna be decentralized for the most in the future. Best removal. Best removal spell in blue. Blue gets their 1 mana removal yet again. Well, no point in me swinging, so let's just keep going for big creatures. If they have yet another unable to scream, I'm gonna scream. Well, and there's no point attacking with this one. It loses all abilities, so... And, oh yeah, it can't be turned face up, so that's actually a very interesting... That's actually a very interesting add-on as well. We actually have like 3 copies of this in our pool. Duskmourn Arena looks like a dilapidated room with a game console for some reason. In other words, it looks like someone's basement, I suppose. Okay, now we have a use for our Glassworks. I was holding out on this in the hopes our opponent was playing something better, and our opponent did not. This. We definitely are going to start it. If our opponent cashes this out, I'm going to probably end up cashing this out. No, Smoky Lounge for... They really got the room pile. Good for them. Question is, do they have 2 mana removal? Anyway, let's cash this out first. This will actually tell on what our next play should be. We have 6 mana up available. I probably would not end up shattering the yard. I would most likely just run out these 2. Hope our opponent doesn't have a Walls of Rage or something to that effect. I can see in... Yeah, because I need to have enough creatures to threaten... I need to have enough creatures to threaten lethal next turn. That might be a bit of an exaggeration, but let's go for it. Opponent will... They could unlock both of these. Wait, 7 mana, they're unlocking that out. So they need to have 1 more mana to unlock the other room? I guess it would have been the same either way, so this was the correct unlock. So, and opponent concedes. They would have to... They cannot just chump block this because I did leave up mana. If I had played that, I did leave up mana for the 1 last damage. There we go. We got our 4th win. 4th win, yeah. And finish the daily for the day. Let's keep going. We're going places. Yeah, it definitely looks like my old room back. Well, minus the console, I only got... Not actually, that's not true. I had a Famicom back in the day. It was also the time that we were just getting it from Japan, so we had to remember, plug it in the right outlet. You do not plug it in the wrong outlet. This is kind of horrible. I will keep it. I'm probably gonna regret it. I think maybe not so much. If our opponent wants to get rid of this, you're free to do so. not manifesting bread in my water. And we're gonna vacuum up the Survivor. I really need to be careful with what I say with regards to Ghost Vacuum and whatever creatures in the graveyard. We might have a terrible Vaporful Pressure. Looks like all the removals paying off. We just need, but we still need to land an actual creature eventually. So if we are very close to 6 mana, so this might become our alternate plan. Do note this is activate only as a sorcery, so we have to keep that in mind. When it's going for white with Valgavot's Lair. Okay, so all that vacuuming paid off. I'll probably still do Moldering Gym, open the Scorching Dragonfire. Let's ramp our way. We could also vacuum our Bear Trap, but that doesn't really do anything, and we do need the Delirium. Acrobatic Cheerleader. Unfortunately, Scorching Dragonfire torches it out of existence. We'll take the tree. We're gonna torch the Cheerleader, not save the world. If we had a cheap creature, taking the Savior would have been a really nice play. As it is, we will unlock this. Our opponent probably has a big scale removal, but we have to go with it. Getting a land in the yard right away. If any, this absorbs one removal spell, and our opponent is kind of starting to run out of cards. Yeah, I figured that was gonna happen. There, have my Terramorphic instead. Take a few hits. Toughness is really gonna become an issue here of sorts. Anyway, next turn we drop all these, we get an ETP. Alstrade Worm again? Yikes, this is not gonna end well for us. So let's say I crack this. Oh, I should not have played that land. I would have, but I wouldn't have an real out for this. Yeah, it's unfortunate that they did have removal for that, but we got done for by their rare. It is what it is. At least we can search up a basic land, but it does nothing. And it does nothing. Yeah, we can chump block the whole lot. I guess that's what we should do. But if our opponent has any bit of removal, it's over. Let's see if they have it. And I have to go for it. It's just, it's not, admittedly not good. Okay, not dead yet. But they do get some. Now they start getting their creatures back. Now it's really bad. And they have the Ghostly Dancers too. Okay, we can concede this one. They're just playing their rares. That was cute. see, what's this? Ever enchantment. Might as well do that, but that's still good game. It was cute as an interaction. Oh well, we could have gone far, but we didn't get that far enough. But still, 4 wins. Well, I'll take it. Yeah, it's pretty good. We'll take it for what it is, and let's crack out all those winnings. So there we go. That's going to be it for this episode of Magic Arena Run. If you guys like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, turn on notifications and whatnot. Famicom at 110. If you got it from Japan, there are some models that were 110, some models that were 220. If I remember, Japan is weird in the sense that they had half of the country is 110, half of the country is 220. And they never got around to fix it. Well, the appliances now go both ways, but they have really expensive electricity as a result. They have to maintain 2 different power grids. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this episode. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, turn on notifications and whatnot. Many thanks to all those who tuned in. Thank you, Zephyr. Thank you, Mark Anthony. Thank you, Jericho. Really nice seeing you guys this morning. There you go. That's gonna be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you guys again next time. I think that's not so great after all. Take care, God bless. Stay safe wherever you are. And have a great week, everyone. Take care. That was kind of one last card and then